If you're constantly beating yourself up because you're convinced that things ought to be different, then there's a reason in psychology as to why that might be. You're constantly fighting between this version of yourself that you're currently in and the version of yourself that you think you ought to be in. So this ought self and your current self, and the conflict between those two is where you start to get frustrated. Because if you're constantly thinking about how your life currently is compared to how you think it ought to be, there is a conflict between those two selves. And everything that's going on in there is the fact that you are not focusing on what you need to be doing to get yourself towards a version of yourself that you ideally want to be. If you just constantly focus on where you ought to be and where things should be, you'll never be enough.